Law Nation. Without hesitations nor deviations to the matter, be sure to hit the like button, share this content, let a friend or a neighbor know where to go when it's time to tune in to Cowboys Sports Talk and beyond. Come on, baby. Stand tall, but not at all. Mama said there'll be days just like this.
What more do you want from me?
Come on. Who running? Who running? Let's get it. Yo. They say ain't no party like a cowboy party. But what about a Law Nation groove? Let's get it. To the window, to the wall, to the sweat. Oh my goodness. It's a bit loud. What about now? Give me a 1 in the chat if the audio is straight. Put a 1 in the chat if the audio is straight. Come on. My bad. I'm killing y'all ears. Come on. They said turn it down. Okay, wait a minute. Is it better now? We building plane as we fly. Is it the background music or is it me? Come on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come on. All right. My audio loud or the background was loud? Is it fine now? Okay, good. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to everybody that's watching. It's fine now? Okay, because, you know, we build planes as we fly, and, of course, you know, studio apartment, studio audio is different from hotel audio, you know. Come on with it, though. But we are here. We're going to talk about Mike Zim, right? We're going to talk about my guy, Sam Williams. It's crazy. It's crazy how all of it is, ladies and gentlemen. But neither here nor there. Let me know. Wait a minute, Riggs. Somebody says Riggs. What's going on, Riggs? Is it still bad? Is it still bad? Riggs! Is it better now, though, ladies and gentlemen? All right. The thing is, every year there's always some type of someone going down that had high expectations, high hopes, and just listening into what Mike Zim said, he was talking about that he had. Put it like this. Let's just play the audio instead of me going back and forth. We'll do it that way, ladies and gentlemen. Appreciate everybody, man. Do me a huge favor. For those who are watching right now, hit that like button. Share this content.
A familiar face. It's Cowboys defensive coordinator Mike Zimmer. Good morning.
Is that good?
How are you?
Is that too loud or is that too good? Or was it too bad or however, you know?
Good morning. How are you? Good. We're doing great. It's good to see you again.
Yeah.
I think everybody's excited about having you back. What's it like for you being back, your second stint here with the Cowboys, defensive coordinator back in the aughts, and you're familiar with this organization for sure?
Yeah, it's been great. You know, I've always had a lot of respect for the Cowboys, obviously, and the Joneses, and for Mike McCarthy, and you know, lived here for, you know, I was here for 13 years the first time, so you know, I think 4 different head coaches now. This will be 5th, so you know, it's but it's good. It's been a lot of fun.
You got dealt a really tough blow yesterday with Sam Williams going down. We've been talking about it this morning, just how key a member. What sort of plans did you have for him this year?
Well, yeah, we had a lot of big plans for him. You know, he was going to play an awful lot, probably, I'm guessing 75% of the time, 70% of the time. So, you know, it would be a big loss. But we'll just have to, move some chess pieces around and try to figure out other ways to do things. But, I really enjoyed getting to meet him. He was one of the first players who came up to my office to see me when I first got there. And, he's a fun guy and very, very athletic. We're going to miss him, especially in the pass rush game.
No doubt, no doubt. So they're saying 70 to 75%. That's a lot of reps, yo. Collectively, in his first 2 seasons, he only have 600 reps. He only have 600 reps. That's equivalent to for an edge rusher, a little less than a season. And he's been here for 2 seasons. Going into his 3rd season, we were all looking for him to take this big leap. We were looking for him to be a 10-sack guy. We were looking for him to be a guy that you can move around like chess pieces. Keep in mind, he's a 4.40 guy, right? So we were looking for those things, and now we will not be able to see those things. So next man up, they drafted Marshawn Nealon. He's going to go into details of the variations of how he likes to call his particular defense. I got a chance to talk to him myself, and he was saying that basically he's not finna throw the baby out with the bathwater, but some of the things that he went through and went over, of what they were doing last year wasn't really feasible to what the Cowboys can do. and it's crazy. And he's going to talk about some of those things. As you guys can see, that's me and Zim right here talking. We got a chance to I'm Oxnard Law over here talking to Zim, and I'm going to tell you guys, put me on the defensive coordinating staff, man. This defense finna pop off, baby. I'm for real, man. So salute to Mike Zim and the loss of Sam Williams. Oh, my God. It's crazy how all of this stuff could have worked with him going into this season. Nevertheless, it's good that we got a chance to draft Marshawn Nealon, because some of the traits and some of the similarities you can get it out of MK, So that's just one of the things that I wanted to let you guys know. And let's not forget about Tyrus Wheat. Let's not forget about Chauncey. Chauncey is stepping up. And on top of that, there are a lot of things that we can have out here that can work out good for us, even in this particular way. Now, there are some other guys that we could take a real good look at. And let me see if I can pull this up. Bear with me, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls around the globe. My guy, Jesse Holly had a wonderful tweet out the other day, and he was talking about that these are some of the guys that the Cowboys should consider in light of this particular injury or what have you from him being out. He says this right here. Bear with me, ladies and gentlemen. Let me know. Let me know while I'm pulling this up. Let me know where y'all are from. Let me know if you guys out here in Oxnard or what have you, and if you guys are enjoying yourself, let me know, and we get things going the best way possible from here. Appreciate y'all. Let me see if I can pull this tweet up. Appreciate you, man. Thank you so much for jumping in and being part of these type of episodes. Let's get it. And yeah, Zim is him, and I asked him a few things about his temperaments and things like that. It's going to be good for us all together, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be really good. Here we go, right here. Boom. Let me fix the house on this one. Give me 1 second. And here we go. Come on, get it right. Here we go. Here's the list of guys that we could consider as a help for this particular team. Jesse Holly states that, hey, these are some guys that we can take a look at. Shout out to my guy Jesse. He did the homework on this one. Yannick Ngagwe. Shout out to Shout out to East Texas. I see East Texas in the house. Shout out to you. Yeah. And shout out to Mississippi, all my Mississippi folks, man. Appreciate y'all. Yannick Ngagwe, Palestine. Boy. And New York in the building. We everywhere. Missouri. Man. Canada boys. Boy, we got people everywhere. You know, other content creators that support other teams. They probably say, hey, man, give a shout out where y'all from. They'll be from their own city. But when you say Cowboys, give a shout out where you from. We got Hawaii, Guam. I had somebody from the from Africa and everywhere, man, so I appreciate it. We got Carl Larson's. He's available. Charles Harris, Tyrus Bowser, Marquise Haynes, Rasheem Green, Marcus Golden, and then Shaq Lawson. Those are some guys that we could take a real good look at. And my thing is, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, let's take our time on looking at these guys to see what we already have in the building. I know y'all don't probably like that. No. I know y'all don't like that. I know y'all probably look at it and say, nah, let's go ahead and take a shot at Carl Lawson or Yannick Ngagwe. But those are the only two names that I really like. Charles Harris, maybe to a degree. But I would say this, though. Let's see what we got for right now. Pads come on tomorrow, and we'll see if we can get things going from there. If
he was going to be the third guy behind Parsons and Lawrence, now who steps up into that role?
Yeah, well, you know, with us moving Parsons around a little bit, he was going to be out there with those Parsons and D-Law. So, but Marshawn Nealon has done a really, really nice job. I think he would have played anyway, the way I've seen it. Now, you know, obviously we're not in pads till tomorrow, so a lot of this is going to be, you know, as we continue to move forward. But I think he's going to end up having to play a lot now.
You were always a 4-3 guy. Now, there's so many different alignments now with 4-2-5 and 3-3-6. Do we make too big a deal about that? Is it just defense, or have you had to adjust to that over the last decade or so, and you look for a different type of player and what they can do at a position?
Well, I think you look at versatility for a lot of the players. You know, what are their strengths and what are their weaknesses, and how you can use them in different pieces. You know, when Parcells was here, we switched to the 3-4. We were 4-3 all the time, and we went to the 3-4, and you know, they were a 3-4 here for a long time, and then obviously they went back to the 4-3. But yeah, you know, the more that you can do, we always say the more you can do, the more we can figure out ways to use you.
Cowboys defensive coordinator Mike Zimmer with us here on the ticket. Probably the most talked about chess piece you have is Micah Parsons. And I heard Mike McCarthy a couple.
Ooh, if we get into that conversation right there, of course, we talked about that, of course, having a few cold ones out here on the edge of the earth over there. You know, shout out to West Coast Living. You know, I appreciate you guys so much. I don't know why my back look big like that, boy. Big back. Yeah. But Coach Jeff, he got a lot of things, man. He's a very high, energetic guy. I can't wait for you guys to see what Coach Jeff is going to do with these boys, and as well as Paul Gunter. You're going to hear him speak really, really on ice. He says, big back. Big back activities out there, baby. Hey, shout out to my guy, Boss Cowboys Sports, my dog in the house, man. Y'all be sure to check out Boss Cowboys Sports, man. He always having some good information, man, for the nation. So, you know.
Are you not entertained?
Listen to this.
Are you not entertained?
Couple days ago said that Mike Zimmer will use him in some different ways this year, and I know you don't want to tip your hand, but how do you view him in his abilities and maybe any drawbacks he has? What kind of a piece is this to work with?
Yeah, I'm not sure that he couldn't play any position out there, to be honest with you. He's got great acceleration, great quickness. He's extremely brilliant. You know, he's got power and strength, and you know, so we're trying to figure out a lot of different ways to move him. You know, one week he might be doing this, and then, you know, next week he'd be doing something else. So, you know, Paul Gunther, who came with me, was with me in Cincinnati and in Minnesota, does a great job with protections, and he spends a lot of time with Micah. And so, we kind of sit down and think about a lot of different ways. We're trying to get him one-on-ones as many times as possible. A lot of playoff games and games that they had struggled with last year. There was a lot of, they knew where he was and they found him and they did a good job. And sometimes we're going to have to use him, that, hey, we all know, the offenses are going over there in Micah Parsons. Well, we're going to be bringing people from other sides. So, they can't just sit there and key on him.
Man, did y'all hear that valuable nugget? Did you hear that, Gilla Monsters? Did y'all hear that valuable nugget? Come on, man. And if you don't understand what he is saying, and if you mad about what he is saying,
You must be out of your goddamn mind.
because at the end of the day, he's saying that, hey, in playoff games, if they designing plays to stop Parsons, you got to figure out how to move Parsons around like chess pieces, right? And those are some of the conversations that we had. It's like, look, I get it. Parsons, we've been to 4 playoff games since he's been here, right? And he have a grand total of like 1 sack or something like that. And he said it's not just about making sure that he shine, but it's also shining light on the other guys that can stand tall by you designing plays and put them in spots so that other people can win. So I'm going to rewind for your mind just so y'all can digest this. Take it really slow. Don't eat too fast. Chew your food up, man, before you start swallowing. Hold on. Listen.
Ways to move him, 1 week.
Mike Zimmer with us here on the ticket.
Listen
Probably
properly.
the most talked about chess piece you have is Micah Parsons. And I heard Mike McCarthy a couple of days ago said that Mike Zimmer will use him in some different ways this year. And I know you don't want to tip your hand, but how do you view him in his abilities and maybe any drawbacks he has? What kind of a piece is this to work with?
Yeah, I'm not sure that he couldn't play any position out there, to be honest with you. He's got great acceleration, great quickness. He's extremely brilliant. He's got power and strength, and so we're trying to figure out a lot of different ways to move him. 1 week he might be doing this, and then next week he'd be doing something else. So Paul Gunther, who came with me, was with me in Cincinnati and in Minnesota, does a great job with protections, and he spends a lot of time with Micah. And so we kind of sit down and think about a lot of different ways. We're trying to get him one-on-ones as many times as possible. A lot of playoff games and games that they had struggled with last year. There was a lot of they knew where he was and they found him and they did a good job. And sometimes we're going to have to use him. That, hey, we all know, the offenses are going over there in Micah Parsons. Well, we're going to be bringing people from other sides. So, they can't just sit there and key on him.
How much different do we have the question of how much will the average fan watching your defense this year look at it and say, well, it's a lot different than what Dan Quinn used to do, or is it pretty similar, do you think?
I think it'll be different. I think, nothing against what they've done, or, they were extremely successful. I think, but we have our system. We're probably going to be a little bit more variations with a lot of the different things, the fronts, the coverages, and things like that will probably be a little bit more variable.
All right, so he's putting a little PG on that. He's been very, very, very respectful, and I don't take that away from him at all. I think that's the best way. But if you get a chance to pull him to the side, you can hear what he's really saying. Basically, is that you can't get comfortable on defense. You paying millions of dollars to defeat the other team, and the other team is paying $1 million to defeat your scheme and your plan. So you can't have it bland. And then you can't get too relaxed and comfortable just because this particular person is very much so special and got all of the skill set, got all of the accolades. You can't run away from coaching is basically what he's saying. And he's going to make sure if it's stale, like an old bag of chips that's left halfway open in the backseat of the car stale, you're going to have to figure out a way to get them damn chips up out of there, and that's what he's saying. So not being a team that's going to sit back and say, okay, yeah, this guy is phenomenal right here, but when we go against these opponents, when they start scheming against him, they take that away. Now it's time for me to show you what else I got. You get what I'm saying? Come on with it, baby. Let's listen.
How much when you came in did you look at what they had been doing? And I know you played in Minnesota a couple times, so you were kind of familiar. Do you look a lot at what this defense was doing the last couple of years when you take over? Or when you take over, do you say, that doesn't matter, this is the way I do it?
No, I think you do both. I think you look at the players, number one, and then you look at the scheme, and then some of the coaches that were still here, and so it's different than if none of the coaches were here and I was trying to figure out exactly what they're. It's like I talk about Pro Football Focus or something. They're grading your players, and no one knows what what they're being told to do. But with having coaches here, I could ask them, hey, what were you guys doing on this? Why were you doing this? And so. I think you do all of that, and then having coaches here that help being able to do that, and then the same thing with looking at the players and looking at the scheme, and then you kind of just try to put it all together.
It's Mike Zimmer, Cowboys defensive coordinator, with us here from training camp. When you were with the Vikings as their head coach, you jumped on our show, and I think you're the first Cowboy assistant who went somewhere else who actually came on with us again. So thanks for that. Thanks for remembering who we were. And
before they go any further, shout out to 1310 The Ticket. Let's give them credit for this particular interview. Cowboys defensive coordinator Mike Zimmer, he's joining the Musers for this particular episode. Just do me a huge favor, if you guys can, hit the like button, share this content. Continue to hit the like and share this content. Let's continue to grow. One of the things that I want to talk about as well, that he's been respectful of Dan Quinn. Not saying that Quinn was the ultimate issue here. Of course, he wanted his pieces. We know how the Jones family is very tight. So you really can't go out there and get the pieces that you really, really want, right? And without them saying, hey, the money. Because we are the only teams now waiting for all of these leaves to fall, and there's no leaf on the tree. And now they're talking about letting the branches fall too. So it's one of those things where you're in a tug of war with money, right? And they say, hey, we like our guys, but their version of liking something is that everybody got to fight to get what they got, to get what they want. Nobody's just given a situation after they done earned it, So that's just how that goes. So let's listen to what he about to say. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. Thank y'all so much.
After that, you spent some time with Deion at Jackson State, and last year as a consultant.
Yeah, my Jackson
like?
State.
What do you think they'll do this year in Colorado?
I actually just texted him this morning.
I love
Deion is a
my
terrific
Jackson
recruiter.
State, oh dear.
He's very disciplined. I think he's going to make these players understand that there's more to life than just football, and hopefully he's going to have a good year. I think he will. I know he's excited about being in a new conference, and obviously his son's a great player, and they've got some really good players there. So, I didn't do very much with Deion. I mean, I was down there a couple days at Jackson State, and we talk a lot on the phone, and he'll ask me questions about coaches and so on and so forth. But I didn't do very much with him at Colorado.
When you did talk to him, would he crack you up as much as he makes us laugh?
Oh, yeah, always. That will never change. He's one of the most quick-witted persons I've ever met.
Even though you were just a consultant, did you have your own theme music like he has?
No, I didn't have theme music in Minnesota either, I don't think.
See, that in itself is kind of wild.
It is.
Give me my theme music.
Come on, baby. Hey. Let's go.
That for the guy who rolled up in the custom golf cart and the limo at Super Bowl. Yeah, air-conditioned golf cart. I forgot about that. Did you ever think back then, you were coaching in the secondary with the Cowboys, that he would be a head coach someday?
I really didn't, but I do know that he really cares about people and kids, when he started that school over here, and I had no doubt that he's an unbelievable recruiter. He'll go out and get good players and get good coaches and people to work for him.
We talk about this a lot on the show these days because coaching is changing and how you relate to players and how you coach them. And we always wonder if there's a place for the hard-ass coach anymore. And I remember when you were hired, again, here in Dallas, Darren Woodson, one of your former players, said, the players are going to have to Mike will get after them, and they're going to – it's not, like maybe what Dan Quinn or some other guys – not that you're Woody Hayes or anything, but do you still – are you a hard-edge coach? Have you mellowed a little bit over the years? Is there still a place for that in pro sports today?
Well, I think the best way to say is I'm demanding. I want things done the right way. I want these guys to try to do the things that we're asking them to do. And I think if we get them to understand that, one person screws up, it messes things up for 10 other guys. And so I'm different with different guys, honestly. I've probably mellowed over the last 30 years, or whatever it was since I've been here. But I do think, I'm trying to get them to understand how important every time we go out there on the field, every time we go out to a walkthrough or practice, their hand placement, their footwork, all the different things, how important that is, so they can do this when we get on the field. It just happens naturally. So, I'm just going to try to be. I'm going to be myself, and if I get upset, then I get upset.
No doubt. So, I mean, he hate mistakes. he don't like when people make the mistakes, and getting the chance to ask him that question there was about this right here, ladies and gentlemen. I asked him. I said, "Hey, Zim. You the type of coach that will allow them to make one wrong move the first time and not chew them out, right? But if they do it the second time, you chew them out, right?" He says, "God damn it, nah, I'm not that. You screw up the first time, I'm chewing you out." I was like, "Whoa, you're not going to give him that grace?" He says, Nope. He said, "That's too damn soft. Law, that's too damn soft." So I had to think about it and say to myself, we haven't seen Zim yet then. These first few days are very vanilla because they're in the installment situation. So I'm quite sure when tomorrow, when them pads come on, we may hear some F-bombs, some Bs, and we may hear a whole bunch of other stuff out there if these guys are not doing what he said that he's supposed to be doing. And as you can tell from his verbiage right there, he's letting you know that he can't stand mistakes. He's a person that's going to make sure that everything is working out for his good. You
have an amazing defensive mind, very well respected in what you've done at a lot of levels. Who did you learn the most from, would you say, as a coach?
Campo, probably.
Well, Parcells was outstanding.
Parcells.
As learning about a head coach. He used to come into my office, my office is right next door, and he'd come by after the team meeting. He said, "Write this down. When you're a head coach, write this down. When you're a head coach, write this down." So I've got a booklet of, things that he did. But, Dave Campo was an outstanding, I learned a lot about secondary from him. When I was coaching at Washington State, I used to come down here and visit. I coached linebackers, defensive line, really, I had to really study and learn and find ways to do things, and honestly, Greg Ellis is amazing hand guy, with his pass rush and things like that. And I'm trying to get these guys right now. I told Greg yesterday, I said, "Greg, put together a tape of all these and show them what they're doing, and then put together a tape of what it should look like, and get them to understand what we're trying to do here, because there's an art to rushing the passer, and if you're going way up and you're throwing your hips outside and you're running wide, you're never going to get to the quarterback. You have to attack the guy to the shoulder, and you have to make sure that you have your inside hand up, and because if they punch you in the chest, your rush is done." So I'm trying to get them to understand this, and guys have done it a long time for a long way, and it takes a while for them. But once they get it, like Leroy Glover, when he was here the first time, he'd never want to get in left-handed stance. Because when he was on the right side, he gets in left-handed stance. He can get his inside hand on the guy so much better, and he became a much better pass rusher. So these are the kind of things that we're trying to get these guys to understand, that how we can help them be better players and help us, all of us, to be a better team.
Does that really factor into Mozzie's development?
Well, I think Mozzie, I wouldn't say Mozzie right now is a pass rusher.
Listen properly.
We're trying to get him the basics of playing the runs, and it's the same thing with all the players, right? Your footwork and your hand placement is just as important as anything else. So when you get off, for instance, if you and I are standing over each other and you step real hard to the left and I step real hard forward, well, I'm going to get reached out of my gap, right? So I have to get my first foot down quickly so I can get my second foot down, and then I can react. So until I get my second foot down, I can't react to where you're going. So, those are the kind of things. But honestly, I think he's done a really nice job so far. Again, the pads I haven't been on, so we don't know anything really right now.
George thinks he can give you some help off the edge or even inside on that
one
defensive
play,
line.
just one play, one technique.
I think maybe that the Philly push play, we put you in there.
Okay, all right. I'll just get really low.
Oh, I would love to see that. Please make that happen.
That's Mike Zim, y'all. Oh, my goodness, man. That was a great interview that he did with 1310 The Ticket. Put your hands together for Mike Zim. Coach Mike Zim. And shout out to you. I think it was Willie T. said, yeah, Law, Coach was right. Get it right the first time, not the second time. We don't need for mistakes on the second and third time, and then all of a sudden we saying, okay, hey, if you got it done the first time, you don't have to worry about the second and third or the fourth or the fifth, right? So I appreciate you, Willie T. I appreciate you. And salute to Coach Marv that's in the house, man. Appreciate you as well. So with that being said, hey, man, it's been how many years? About 14, 15 years. And let me know, have you guys heard any defensive coordinator talk to that particular level of ways and insights, right? On technicality, not just style points, right? Rob Marinelli, we know that we like Rob Marinelli when he was here. We didn't get that type of conversation at all, right? Who else? Dan Quinn. I'm not beating up Dan Quinn because I think the cover three and the scheme or what have you and his ability to bring forth, newness to this team on a defensive flash aspect was good, but we really didn't get a chance to hear him speak technicalities like this dude is speaking, right? And he's speaking from wisdom and understanding. Keep in mind, he started off at DB world, right? Coach Zim started from DB, and then he transitioned to linebacker and defensive front. So he knows it all, man, and I like hearing these type of things. Not saying that he will be able to walk on water here, but I love what I'm hearing. Al Harris is another good guy. So y'all rewind and listen to these interviews over and over again. Yeah, he had a great point. He brought up David. We appreciate you by Leroy Glover. Didn't want to play a certain side, and hey, get your butt out there, and we're gonna force you play that side when warranted. So I do like hearing those type of things. So a lot of people been asking me, Law, how is this particular Trey Lance is doing? What's going on with Trey? Trigger Trey. Y'all seen me when I'm out there, when I go live, and then we do also pre-recorded videos, and a lot of people wondering, like, okay, is he a guy? And we transition over to the quarterback talk, and we would try to open up the phone line. 657-390-7391 is the hotline for your mind, and you guys can call in from there. But for right now, let's talk about, from 105.3 The Fan, they're going to give you guys a little recap of their thoughts and impressions of Trey. And this is not to beat up Trey Lance. This is not. It still looks like he's still developing. He looks no different than a Will Greer that was here Benjamin DiNucci to a degree. I'm not beating him up. Cooper Rush been looking solid, right? So those are things that we're going to talk about on Trigger Trey.
And then they sent apparently another offer to Dak's agent a few days ago as well. And that number's just going up.
Let me know if y'all can hear audio.
Because of Trey Lance out here at practice. Ladies and gentlemen, I've been trying. I have been looking, and I've been searching desperately. And then they sent apparently another offer to Dak's agent a few days ago as well. And that number's just going up because of Trey Lance out here at practice. Ladies and gentlemen, I've been trying. I have been looking, and I've been searching desperately for some legit Trey Lance hope and highlights. I have not been seeing, and I've had Bobby in my ear the whole freaking time.
It's like my carne asada.
Make sure you say it. Make sure you say it. I can't be the only one. Make sure you say on the radio Trey Lance isn't good, because it'll look weird coming from me, the Dak fanboy, the Dak homer, at Trey Lance. Someone's got to tell him these are not alley-oops. He's trying to set the Mavericks record for alley-oops out here with as high as this dude has been throwing. Holy mackerel.
He overthrows a lot, man, like everything. He was even the stationary, the target yesterday, overthrowing that. Dak was underthrowing it. Cooper Rush was left and right, and CeeDee Lamb was overthrowing it. Trey Lance. Trey Lance was overthrowing it. The only thing I could say good about Trey Lance yesterday is that he got the team down to the 1 yard line. Right before the practice ended.
You should have seen Calvin Watkins' face on Saturday when Sean and I were talking to him, and we were talking about Trey Lance, and I said, Choppy says it's the crown of the field. And Calvin Watkins bent over, doubled over, laughing at the idea of that. But here's the most troubling part of the Trey Lance thing. It's not just that Trey Lance doesn't look sharp. Trey Lance's arm talent does not look like what it was sold to everybody to be. There is nothing impressive about the way the ball leaves his hand.
I'm trying to figure out how NFL teams could have been looking at him, just even traits-wise, and saying, that's the number 2 pick in the draft. Because
they didn't see him play.
Because he's not running around. Exactly.
Yeah, they didn't see him play.
He ain't running around here like Mike Vick. I'm not seeing Dan Marino release. I'm not seeing Jeff George arm talent cutting through the air. I'm not seeing deadly accuracy. Like right now, of course, now he'll go out in the preseason and dominate. Make us all really look stupid. But you're not going to find one person out here who's been impressed with Trey Lance so far.
He overthrew 3 passes in the flat yesterday. Like the drills of fake do the play action and then toss to the running back in the flat. He overthrew 3 of those.
Yeah, I could
action and then toss to the running back in the flat. He overthrew 3 of those.
Yeah, I could see like they would look at him, and when he throws, like, okay, that's a good arm. Like, I bet you somebody had a gun on him, like a radar gun, and was like, oh, okay. I mean, he's got some zip on it, but he didn't know where it's going. And sooner or later, you have to harness that.
See, I don't think I've even seen zip. I don't see anything coming out of his arm that looks impressive. Cooper Rush has been better in general. This is just he's not been very good.
He hit the pass of the day yesterday.
Yep.
Cooper
did. Racing McMath.
So this is my my thought tracks of it all, ladies and gentlemen. For one, it's still too soon. Still too soon. And for 2, pads come on tomorrow. We'll see whether or not these receivers going to step into their routes a little bit more when they know it can be contested, right? Or they know that they can at least get hit or what have you. And we will see those things. And we're not finna just take a dump on Trey, because there's another quarterback that's on this particular team that wears 4 that was a terrible practice guy, right? So we got to figure things out and see what he looks like when preseason is here. Now, some of these guys, his livelihoods is dealing with this, because some of these guys who trying to make this team, they're not trying to play this political game. They try to make the team, so they need the quarterback to hit them on the numbers. They need the quarterback, if they get overthrown, they need that guy to hit them on the number, not overthrow him, not underthrow him. They need to make plays in order to get bread and butter, in order to get beans and bologna. They're going to need to have the ability to make plays. So it's very, very vital of what can happen when the pads come on and when the absolute ability to be out there on the field that the quarterbacks know what they're doing, right? So all I'm saying is don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. Not yet. It's too soon. And let's see what these guys look like. We have some wide receiver shakeups too. We don't have CeeDee Lamb out here, right? Ryan Flanoy banged his knee. It's a little bruise. So that's why they had to bring in some more wide receivers. So that big play down the field to 84 and it was picked off, that guy was playing football. He was playing for Amazon Primes or somebody, man. He was playing. You work for UPS. They called him. And, he's like, yeah, I can still play. So some of these guys not going to be in the league. And they trying to make plays and stuff. So he ran the wrong route and it was picked off. It looked bad on the quarterback, right? But when we look at this, let's listen to this one, though. Listen to this. It's going to be a couple of highlights here. Appreciate y'all.
Yeah, man. I'm really fucking him. I really like that, man.
Yeah. Yeah. So 84, hey, they just picked that. He said Amazon Prime All-Stars. No doubt, man. Appreciate everybody for jumping in and being part of these type of episodes. Hey, I got my brother from another mother, man, in.
I ain't mad at you. I ain't mad at you.
Yeah. From the VIP hotline for your mind. 860, you live. Talk to us, man.
Law is VIP, baby. Law.
Yeah.
Law, respectfully. Welcome to Arsenal, man. I got all of the let's just say I got a couple of colors over there looking out for you to make sure you comfy and nobody don't touch you and rub you in the wrong way.
I appreciate it, man. I appreciate you, man, for having everybody, man, behind the scenes. Got their eyes on me, man, looking out for me. I appreciate that, VIP. Appreciate that.
No, I got you, Lord. I got you.
Yeah.
Lord, I do like what's crazy, Lord, is me and my son were talking.
Uh-huh.
And I told my son one player I want him to look out for. This was just yesterday. One player I want you to look out for this year, think you're going to have a big year, was Sam I Am. So that hit hard.
Yeah. Oh.
Because, Lord,
that hurt.
Knew, like, man, Lord. But with him, I had the confidence that we could put 11 anywhere and still have that production over there. You feel me? Yeah. So now 94 with Neil. I'm just going to call him 9mm for now.
Okay.
He bust the shot, then we'll give him another name.
I call him MK. I call him MK. So
Okay, respectfully.
Yeah.
So what is your confidence? Because I've seen him. I like his antics. Because more or less, I like his play against the run. But we're still gonna need, to me, Laura, one more. I'm mad because I know, man. I know he's already in his bag. Big Willie's
Right.
already in his bag, going to get us a one technique. I hate to have to do, you know what I mean? That he has to go back in his bag and get two. Big Willie meaning Will McCray for all the illiterate out there. We do have the Slurpees.
Yeah. Well, keep going, bro. Keep going. He killing me. Keep going. Keep going.
He already got to get us a one technique.
Yeah.
Now he's gonna have to get us another DN.
Yeah.
I'm just that bothers me, Law, because I already know. Like I said, we're already one technique deficient. We all know that. Like not that I don't have faith in Mozzie.
Right.
I think we need even if we have somebody to groom Mozzie in, we still need that one technique space eater. And I do have confidence we'll because Jerry like parking lot shopping.
Yeah.
We'll do that like after June 1st.
Man, this dude waited till the lights came on in the club, right? And everybody loved it. All the stragglers, everybody loved, and he's still waiting out there. He's still waiting out there. He waiting for them to open up. Yeah.
Last one, Lord.
Yeah, the last one.
Walking to the car, Lord. Walking sideways.
Yeah.
Jerry out there with the Bentley, the big boy. He like, yeah, come on. Come get in here with me. Yeah.
Yes, indeed, man. He's parking lot pimping. But yeah, the thing is, I'm gonna take away from what you're saying is Will McClay will do his research, and it's good. It's a bittersweet, ups and downs, even through training camp. It's always bittersweet, but the sweet part of it is that it happened early, so now you have enough time to go out there and go get another person. You have enough time now,
But we watch front office drool all over themselves over something else, Lord. So I don't know how my confidence level is. My confidence is with Big Willie, but for them to pull a trigger on something, we're going to have to go get an unsigned, drafted, alien from New Mexico. I don't know, Lord.
But they would absolutely look like geniuses if MK can be that guy. You heard what Mike Zim said, that he's just going to put MK in that role of being that versatile guy. And then let's not sleep on number 91, Tyrus Wheat. He was coming along pretty well last season. So, yeah, man, we'll find out, bro. Man, I appreciate you so much for calling in, fam.
Well, Lord, you know what it is, man. Shout out to all the ladies out there of Cowboy Nation. Hey, Lord, Oxnard is no Slurpees allowed. I don't want to see the Slurpee.
No
I don't
doubt.
want to hear from the Slurpee. That's the only way I touch down, because now we have some substance to talk about. So, Law, I want to mention this before I get off. I like the kid Carson. Carson, the quarterback?
Yeah.
What's his name? Carson? It's Carson, right?
Kalen Carsons, yeah. Mm-hmm.
I like his swag, Law.
Yeah, me too,
man.
man.
His swag.
Me too,
I like
bro.
his swag. All right, Law.
Appreciate you.
Get to it, man.
No doubt.
Pow, damn, Cowboys. I ain't a killer, but don't push me, Slurpees.
Yeah, revenge is like the sweetest joy. Yeah. Let me know if the audio is straight. Sometimes when I switch over to the phone lines, the audio goes crazy, But and I'm trying to regulate the audio on this one, and I appreciate you guys. So VIP was the first one to have his call in for this particular show. Let me know if the audio is straight. Let me know how everything went. And salute to Dak Prescott. His birthday today, so shout out to him. Audio is good. No need to touch the dial. What happened when I play this?
Your damn act together. Don't like your attitude.
Is that straight too? The audio coming in good, y'all? All right. So next we have on the line is Coach Marv. Then we have Darius. You stand on standby. So Coach Marv from the 803, you're live on the Nation, brought to you by Prize Picks. You in the mix? Talk to me.
What's going on, Law? How you doing, brother?
Man, all is well. I can't complain at all, Coach.
Yeah, it's all good, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Let me give you 3 points, right? First, I want to talk about. I know we talk about the Cowboys and their, and how they budget, but you got to understand, and I want people to understand when we talk about the Cowboys. Yes, we the richest organization in football, right?
Right.
Worth more, okay. But you got to understand, 80% of Jerry's or 90% of his wealth is the Cowboys. So he's not like the Carolina Panthers owner, who's worth $100 billion, right? Where only 5% of his wealth is the Carolina Panthers. A lot of these other owners, they don't make their wealth with the team they own. They make wealth with other things. So they're more loose at the pocket because they say, well, if we make $50 million in a year, that's fine. That's not where I make all my money from, you know. So I spend more money. The Cowboys, since this is where they make their wealth, they have to be very conscious about how much they spend because this is their main thing. He's worth $16 billion. $10 billion of his $16 billion is the Dallas Cowboys.
Okay, I see where you're going.
You can't be like, oh well, you know, other owners, they're like, man, yeah, spend another $100 million. If I make $20 million, if we don't make $260 million in a year, that's fine. It's a hobby. I make money. I make $100-some million. Like Steve Forbes, the guy that owned the Clippers, he's worth $143 billion. He spends money with the Clippers. If he don't make no money, he make a little bit of money with the Clippers. He's happy with that.
Yeah.
The Cowboys have to make the maximum amount of money with theirs, so they have to be a little bit more conscious about how they spend. Even though we may say they got it, but they have to, because that's their big pocket. That's their main thing. So that's why they have to be conscious with their a little bit more. Because when you talk about that mom and pop, that's the setback when you're a mom and pop type of person, because that's your main business.
That's your main business. Yeah, coach, you preaching the money thing.
So that's why they have to be.
Yeah.
But anyway, now let's talk football.
Okay.
I love this. I love the conversations there. I love when I listened to Micah Parsons talk the other day, because it seems to me that there was what we call real talk conversation.
Yeah.
Those conversations were, let's watch film and let's be real about what we really see on here. And let's be real, because all players want discipline, honesty, and direction.
Right.
You think about it, that's what children want, that's what players want, that's what partners want. Everybody craves for those things. Discipline, direction, right? That's what they want. You know what I'm saying? So, and honesty. So if you give them that, you that's what they call that, being a hard butt coach, or being a hole coach. Well, usually people think people being straight with them and getting them straight with no Novocaine is hard. But that's not hard. That's being honest and telling you exactly how it is. So what he's trying to do now is he's trying to make what we call complete players. And we don't need to pigeonhole guys into things. He's trying to make guys complete players. Now, let's talk about Dan Quinn. As I told you earlier, Dan Quinn was good for what this team was because he had to build it from the ground up. You got to remember, when he first came in, he had to bring in a whole bunch. All these guys we see, he had to bring them all in at one time, and they were young, crazy, just off the draft choices, ready in the pro, and he had to build. So he had to give them a little leeway to let them just be themselves, just go at it. And now they're gotten to a point where they're on the second level. I used to tell my players this: you're going, even though I felt like I could coach them the best, but I always used to tell them this, in the play, say, you're going to get even better when you get another coach that sees it a little different than me. That's going to put you at another level.
True.
The same what I say about Dak Prescott. Dak Prescott went with Kellen Moore for so long. Now when he gets another coordinator like Mike McCarthy, seeing it just a little bit different, looks where his play goes. It goes another level higher. So this is what I was saying. Sometimes guys need that next set of eyes to say, okay, yeah, we're going to keep a lot of stuff the same, but let me challenge you in a different area. Now, we losing Sam Williams. Let's don't get over crazy. I think we'll probably pick up somebody in the free agent with somebody to cut, because we're not looking for a total
what you lost out of Sam Williams was ultimately, Coach, what do you call that, reprojecting, right? Because He in his 2 seasons he had only 600 snaps, right? And we were projecting like we were saying with his potentials in this particular situation, he should give us anywhere between 8 to 10 sacks, etc., 2 forced fumbles, etc., 4-4 guy. But I think that what we're gonna do, you can't miss what you never had, right? We didn't really use it that much.
It hurts us, Law.
It hurts now. It hurts. Yeah.
Of
course.
I think. But I do not want people to get to this point and say, oh, well, now we got to put Micah Parsons more in defense. No. What I'm seeing what you're about to do with Mike Parsons is we have to get out of this point, and I think Zimmer's trying to get Micah out of this is that the only way, sacks ain't the only way that you can affect the football game.
Right. Exactly what he said. He said that to me just the other day. Sacks is not the only way you can make the effect on the football game. He said he echoed the exact same sentiments. Yeah.
He's trying to make this guy a complete player because being a complete player is what's going to get him paid.
Yeah.
Being a one-trick pony is going to get him. They're going to just put him in a category and say that's all you are. But being a complete player. So what he's trying to get, when I'm watching these, even the little snippets y'all doing, I'm watching a guy that's not every time trying to go off the ball and run by everybody. He's playing. He's trying to squeeze the hole. He's playing with his hands. He's trying to keep people out of his chest. He's teaching him how to be a defensive end, but he's going to allow him to be a linebacker. And even though you might not have a great pass rusher like Sam Williams, what he's going to do with Micah Parsons is going to allow him to get to the quarterback. But he may get to the quarterback in a whole lot of different areas where you're going to have teams that's going to fear Michael Parsons because he's going to be a guy that is going to be a complete football player that can do more things than just rush the passer.
You know what it is, though, Coach, before I let you go? You remember back in the days, the Steelers had like this dominant linebacker, and it was the inverse. That joker was like 300 pounds. What was his name? Kirkland, yeah.
Javon Kirkland, yeah.
Oh, that's your boy, Carolina kid. Yeah. Now when you see him, you say, "Hey, that's an edge rusher, right?" But he was just so good at linebacker. At 300 pounds, bro. Go ahead.
I want you to get something out. I know you're in Arsenal. I know you got something next. I know you got something. Right?
Yeah.
I want Parsons to hear what I said that I want him to be for the last 2 years. I don't know if he knows that he could be somebody that they will start comparing people to. If he can get 130, that's his goal. 130 tackles, 17 sacks, 3 interceptions, 7 forced fumbles. And I'm gonna tell you why he should be able to do this. Bobby Wagner 2 years ago.
Okay.
In Rams, he had 135 tackles.
Okay.
Right. He had 6.5 sacks.
Okay.
He had 3 interceptions. You mean tell me a young Michael Parsons can't boost that up because he's gonna rush the quarterback a little bit more than Bobby Wagner? You tell me he can't get the interception as fast as he is.
Yeah.
Tell me he can't get 135 tackles. If you do those stats, the 130 tackles, 17 sacks, 3 interceptions, that will be. There has not been a player in NFL history, defensive player, that has had those stats in a year. That would mean he will be player of the year. He probably will be defensive player of the year, and then when people talk about the prototype, it won't be saying Michael Parsons is LT like. They'll be saying who is the next Michael Parsons.
Yeah.
Because he'll do something that nobody else can, and he has the ability to do it, but somebody has to put that in there.
Okay. Hey, let's do that, man. I'm gonna try to put it in there, man. Put it in the atmosphere, man. Put y'all hands together for Coach Marv, man. Always bringing in some great points, man. Appreciate you, Coach Marv. Thank you for calling in. Yeah.
Thank you, Law. Keep working out there, brother.
We'll do, man. Appreciate you. Yeah. That was a good call from him. The next call from my 214 area. Darius, you're live on the Nation, brought to you by Prize Picks and Beyond, man. What you got for me, man? What you got?
Law, what's good? How my audio?
Hey, man, you sound great, man. No echo, none of that stuff. So, yeah.
Because last time it sounded like I was roasting marshmallows. But what I wanted to ask you was, as far as coaching, what are you seeing? Now, I remember you saying that Al Harris is out there more so than Mike Zimmer. But I just kind of want to see or know, what are you seeing coaching-wise? Like what are some of the things that you were picking up? Because when Dan Quinn was here, you seen that he was very hands-on with the players,
right,
teaching them technique and so on and so forth. So I know I know training camp is just now starting, but what are you picking up on?
Well,
you see what I'm saying?
Well, it's not. All right, so Quinn did a great job of. You know what? It'd be nice if we had Quinn and Mike Zim. You know what I'm saying? That'd have been like a perfect combination. Like if Quinn was still like an understudy, and because Quinn was very hands-on, he was very personal, he was very connected with the players in that light. But I think that he only did that from what he got taught from Gus Bradley or what have you. But I'm not seeing Zim animated like that. I'm seeing Zim more, and that's also the talk track of when we had Jermichael Finley on the show. That even with Mike McCarthy, Mike McCarthy and Zim, they are both now more of study film room guys, right? And then they go out there and do their installments. Okay. So what I'm seeing is Steve Simcoe. I'm seeing more of Brian Schottenheimer calling the plays and making the play designs a little bit more fluid on the offensive side. And on the defensive side, I'm seeing Coach Greg Ellis. He's working with the guys individually. He's a whole lot different from the previous staff that we have. I got the guy that looked like T-Pain. I forgot his name, tip of my tongue. Sharif Floyd, I believe. Yeah. So I think that's an upgrade. You know, you got Greg Ellis, who's more of a feet-hand guy. And he's, believe it or not, you seen the movie.
Line, right?
Greg Ellis, no. Greg Ellis more defensive guy, remember? And Greg Ellis. Okay. You remember him back in the days. Here's another thing that I peep game on. You heard what Mike Zim said. Can you go get the tapes of all of the hands and feet that they are doing, right? And then I want you to get the tapes of all of the hands and feet that great players are doing. So some people are visuals, right? So if anything, did you know that Greg Ellis, he used to work in Hollywood studios and made his own movie, Carter High, down here in Dallas. So I know for sure he done got that was him. Yeah, he went into the movie productions and stuff like that. So I know anything that, this is what we're going to see. We're going to see these guys more in tune. Now, Coach Jeff Z, I'm going to call him Jeff Z because I always mess up this man's last name. The big boy, he played in the league for about 20 years or such.
I know you're talking about.
Yeah. He's more of a hands-on guy. You know, the guy in the pink shirt. I got the picture of on the screen now. He's more of a hands-on guy, so he's the vocal guy. He's like the Dan Quinn, but he's more chippy. That boy, I ain't not finna say he ate roids or anything, but he's high impact, high energy guy. And like, you know what I'm talking about? So he's one of those. You know what I'm trying to say, So I think that he's going to get these edge rushers and the D-line guys going. And I think he's doing a great job. Mozzie so far looked better than what he looked last year, So, and this is even with him coming through the shoulder thing. So now tomorrow, I want to see if that impact level is going to be there. This dude in the pink shirt, he's a wild animal. He's a wild animal. And there's another guy just like him. He got two guys just like him. He got a big ass ponytail. I forgot his name. He got a big ass ponytail, and I'm telling you, he's a big boy, about 300 pounds. Y'all put his name down in the chat. And he's a coach. He used to play under Mike Zim, And he's a wild man too. So I'm thinking that far as mindset goes, you got a defensive coordinator out of Zim. Then you got Al Harris doing his thing in the secondary. Zim don't even have to touch the secondary. And then you have Paul Gunter, who used to be a defensive coordinator.
Wait a minute now.
Yeah.
Now you said as a slight to Dan Quinn. He never touched the secondary. Remember how you were saying that?
Yeah. Yeah. So Al Harris out there.
Okay.
Al Harris touching the secondary. The secondary. You see what the secondary been doing? Shoot. The boys from Carson's is looking good. We seen Jay Lou. He's happy about playing a little bit more, and Bland's still the man over there. So we'll find out like when the first preseason game whether or not we pick up the phone and call Gilly. You know what I'm saying? Come on, Gilly. Come on back. But they ain't playing around. They cut Garyon Connolly, brought in another guy. And he's thinking about retiring. They cut Garyon. So you mess up a few times. I like that. I like that way they get chewed out on the side.
He was a really good cornerback for Ohio State. I guess. I guess he. It didn't really pan out. But
here's what I'm gonna say too, though. Here's what I'm gonna say too, Darius. Al Harris is going to be a head coach somewhere.
Yeah,
he's en route of being a head coach somewhere, and that's one of the guys that I know for sure. He got good energy. That he's a very good communicator, and on top of that, the players tend to listen to what he's saying, and he don't have to repeat himself multiple times. So they grooming him. So at the end of the day, if Al Harris leave now, and by the Cowboys moving his position to being an assistant head coach, we get some draft picks out for that because he's he's a minority. So let's go. But keep going.
That was like some okay.
Yeah.
The one thing I wanted to say too was it's so much to dig deep on what you just said. But because I'm short on time, I'm just move forward. But one of the things that I noticed with Dan Quinn was that he used to work on them with the when you tackling, strip the ball. And it was crazy how I seen that translate throughout the season. Every time the Cowboys would try to make the tackle, it was like second nature. They was immediately stripping, going for the strip. With the when they was tackling, it literally translated. I literally seen them do that. Dan Quinn do that in training camp every year. And then by the third year, it just became second nature to all the players to when you tackle, go for the strip. I love seeing that type of coaching and that type of like hands-on, like transferable skill set from training to end game. You know what I mean? But overall, this is kind of what I wanted to ask you. Just kind of like, what are you seeing from a coaching standpoint? Because at the end of the day, you can have a bunch of superstar players, but if you don't have the right coaching in place, it's not going to matter. It's not going to make a difference. You have to have the right head coach.
Right.
Let me not say the head coach. I don't want to go there with you. You have to have the right coaching, period.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's what I kind of wanted to ask you. And overall, man, like so far, like I like I like what you're doing in Oxnard. Like I like how you filming everything. You know what I'm saying? You're not like when you about to go somewhere, you don't cut the camera off. You still film. Like that's good stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like that's definitely appreciate it. I like how you filming everything while you out there. So yeah, have you met up with MJ yet?
Nah, pads come on this week, so I told him stay back until pads come on because he got to make a drive to get up here, and I didn't want him to be driving up here. Now I think Wednesday when you're going to really see some competitors, the competition going. But tomorrow I think first day of pads they're gonna slowly get these guys going, and then they got to shake off. When you get news that someone's out for the season. Those other guys who don't have contracts beyond 2024, they play a little timid, right? Also looking at this situation
so that's Sam? Is Sam Williams out for the season?
He's out for the season.
Damn.
Yeah. So also looking at it like damn, You know what I'm saying? Like, because he's in a contract year as well. So we just got to hope that these guys don't play timid, don't think about injury, and just put faith in God and in your regiments and stuff like that, and know that everything it happened for a reason. But they got to have that mindset, and I hope that the coaches are eligible to get these things going. But I appreciate you, bro. Thank you so much for calling in.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah. That's Darius, y'all, from the 214. Appreciate him, man. Put your hands together for Darius. My thing is, and then we have had Too Cool in the building, but he just left. So we will have Chris 214, and then we have the 815 Brandon. But before we go a little bit further into this, when Sam Williams went down, that was a prime example of, hey, it could be anybody next, And you got to make sure that, you positioning yourself that you can see beyond 2024. Football is not for long league, So since I think in the last 2 years we had 5 ACLs gone, I remember back in the days, like a couple of years ago, it was a hammy. Man, give me the hammy pulls. Don't give me the whole ACL. At least you can still move around with the hammies, man. So I don't know what's going on, as far as the ACL. 5 in the last 2 seasons. I think there's a little article out there from Calvin Watkins, man. Appreciate him. But that's a lot. So be prepared, man. 469, what's on your mind? Chris, 214.
Hey, what's going on, Law? How's it going?
All is well. Can't complain, man. What you got?
So, in no way am I trying to compare Mike Nolan to Zimmer, but you remember how it was some rumblings about Mike Nolan, and people were saying that it's too hard to learn.
Right.
It's too much. Do you think it's going to be a level of concern with Zimmer, being that he was saying it's going to be like a bunch of variations of different stuff?
Well, that hard transition from, remember, it was not just the defense that was new. You switching around a whole bunch of stuff that was new. Because remember, that was the Jason Garrett era going into Mike McCarthy's era. So you had a new coach on the offensive side and a new coach on the defensive side. You had his philosophy of taking names off the back of jerseys and putting red jerseys on quarterbacks. So you had a lot of newness. And then you had to throw in the fact that, man, people thought the world was about to end with C-19 and stuff. You cough. You remember back in the days, you cough and sneeze, people say, God bless you. But then, in 2020, you cough and sneeze at the first one. Then they say, man, F you, man. What's going on? Where your mask at? People cussing out babies, man. No. So that year was weird. And Mike Nolan, I don't think that he brought in a guy that had the kind of caliber of leadership as what we got out of 50, Eric Kendricks. He's the nucleus of Mike Zim's system because he's the green dot guy. He said that, hey, this coach is a little rough and rugged, but he's teaching you the right things, right? He's telling you to be at the right place. And then we got to understand that Al Harris been here for a long time now. So Al Harris, DB room, good. Linebacker room last year, we had Scott McCurley. I got a chance to rap and talk with Scott McCurley. So after I talked to him, hey, he all right, he okay. You know what I'm saying? I get it. I get the bigger picture. He's going to have transferable knowledge now because Paul Gunter is going to not hold his hand, but hold him accountable because it's not just going to be Scott McCurley's show with linebackers. And Paul Gunter used to be a defensive coordinator. So now you just got all of those things that we would look back at and say, hey, these are excuses. Well, with Zim, he's bringing on a team that can alleviate that with good resume.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Okay,
but
yeah.
Mike Nolan, it was just Mike Nolan. Hey man, I thank God you gave me a job. You put me on, dog. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, dog. You know what I'm saying? Just like me, if I make it big, I put Twin Maker in somewhere, man. Just, yeah. What is he doing? You know, he don't worry about it. You know, what's his qualification? Don't worry about it. You know, I put all my guys on, and that's just what he did. Just look out for his buddy Mike Nolan.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Hey, and is y'all doing the final word tonight or what?
What today's day is? Monday, right?
Oh, it's Monday. It's Monday.
Yeah.
I'm thinking it's Tuesday.
Yeah.
I'm thinking it's Tuesday.
Yeah, we'll see what we do on
I called off
Tuesday.
of work today, man. Like my days is all off right now.
Man, my time all off right now. Shoot, it's 10:50 where I'm at. Where it's 12:50 in Dallas. So,
Yo.
my mind gone, man. So. But yeah, and then there's no practice today, so I'm just doing my fill-in time. So normally we will be doing something else right about now. But it's good that you call in, fam.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's good to hear from you. But yeah, Law, you have a good day, and I'm continue watching.
No doubt, man. All right, it's Chris 214, man. You know, hope he have a good day and a better tomorrow. Come on, y'all, write that one down. All right, I got from the 815, Brandon, you're live on the Nation. Talk to us, man.
Can you hear me live?
Yeah, I can hear you, fam. Talk to me. What you got?
Yeah, man, I just wanted to say, shout out to you for giving us all this good coverage from out there in Oxnard, man.
Appreciate you, bro.
Appreciate it. It's very appreciated. You the best in the nation.
Oh man, I thank you. I thank you. No.
Man, come on, Law. You already know what it is. Let's start here. I hope it'll be interesting to see what we do with the back end of the roster. I'm not quite sure, other than D-Law and Micah Parsons, who we got that's, D ends that's gonna rush the passer. So that's one of my questions that I got that I'm hoping they, figure out before the season starts, before game one. I think we're gonna lean heavy. Hopefully, we lean heavily on the defense this year. So that's why I'm saying, I'm interested to see what they do with the back end on the roster, and basically, I mean with the D ends and stuff like that. I want to ask you a question, Law.
Go ahead.
Has it been a player out there that you like, that's caught your eye?
Yeah, number 13, Johnson, Billy Johnson on the offensive side. I think that he's been taking the top off the defense. He moved to first team. Now I saw him come from the third team, second team. Now he's on first team, getting first team reps. Jalen Brooks still doing his thing. Jalen Tolbert is doing his thing. Quietly, Zeke been quietly doing his thing as well. So I think that we okay with the whole weaponry far as our approach. But let's be real, though. I'm not seeing the things like I saw out of CeeDee Lamb, though, in these practices. But it's going to turn up now. Tomorrow it's going to turn up because now, the offensive linemen and the D linemen, you can see fully when they get the hands inside, rip and disengage. They can go a little bit faster now that they know that they got shoulder pads on and stuff like that. So now you will see a little bit more, okay, now pressure is at the feet of the quarterback. You can't touch the quarterback, but now pressure is there more. So let's see if the ball come out a little bit faster. Now when we seeing wide receivers and DBs, right, when they running a 9 or a hitch or even when they playing press, you got pads on now. I can get a good vibe, a good feel, and I can rub and see where I can get the soft spot of the zone at. So now we should see a little bit more with the pad game,
Yeah, and I want to give you kudos because I know as a I'm gonna be nice because this your show. I'm gonna say you in the top 3 fan club of Dak Prescott. So it was nice to see you be fair to Trey Lance and say, hey, Dak Prescott wasn't a really good practice quarterback either. So like, let's still give this kid a chance. That's what I respect about Law.
Yeah, you know, you gonna see.
He gonna call it.
I'm objective, man. People
leaning,
don't think I'm giving objective analysis. And just to say this, Trey,
you're the owner of the product. So,
Trey, I call him Trigger Trey. He had some. You know, some quarterbacks got a ball, right? I know, for sure. In 2014, there was nobody who threw a fade ball better than Tony Romo, right? To Dez Bryant. He led the league, I believe, or the conference in touchdowns with 16 of them. That fade ball was it, right? Like last year, seam route, seam ball. Nobody threw a ball better than Dak Prescott on the seam. That he had the best seam ball, right? So what I'm looking for now is what ball do Trey have, right? And I seen Trigger Trey, throw a nice seam route, you know, to the tight end. So, and he hit the number 80 kid the other day too. So we will see, man, when these pads come on, we don't know whether or not Trey is holding back. We don't know whether or not Trey is still trying to figure out, hey, do I try to fit the ball there? Or damn, Zim could be just that damn good. And then there's different kinds of levels of DBs when you're playing against the second level DBs versus the first level DBs. So we will see all of that in the up and coming days. I'm not finna throw the baby out with the bathwater, but do he look impressive as of the first few days? No. But to be fair, hey man, it's the first few days. You know what I'm saying? Let's give us something to look for, man, down the stretch. That's all I'm saying with these quarterbacks.
Well, I wanna end with this because I'm pretty sure you got a lot of people. If you're a real fan of Law Nation, you've been hearing me saying this for years. We only gonna pay a few people.
Yeah.
It's a crime we haven't paid CD, but I'm sure they're gonna get it done. Micah Parsons got an argument. He could be the best. He probably one of the best players, the top 3 player in the NFL. That leaves 2 and 5 Dak Prescott. We shouldn't pay him. I've said this for 4 years. This is the year. Hopefully he can get us past the first round. I just want to say before I go, bye Dak. How about them Cowboys? Shout out to Law. Shout out to Law Nation, man. I'm done with that. So
Shame. All right, man.
Shame.
There's an 815 Brandon, man. He had to throw that in on Dak, man. I feel him, though. Be careful what you wish for, though. You know, but my thing is, and put your hands together for the. Put your hands together for Brandon Rawls, you know what I'm saying? Not Rick, but Brandon. But my thing is, be careful, ladies and gentlemen, on who y'all want as quarterback, you know. And I get it, right? You know, it's been going into its 9th season. We haven't lifted up a Lombardi trophy. Well, damn it, you know, there's only Pat Mahomes is killing everybody these days anyway. So if you don't have a Pat Mahomes, what you got, you know? Come on with it. But all right, let me lock this phone room up, man. Appreciate everybody, man, for tuning in. I got 254, I got the 901, and then I got the 201. All right, so we're going to get to all of y'all. Appreciate you guys so much. From the 254, you're live on the nation, brought to you by Prize Picks. What's good?
I.E.
Yellow. Yeah.
This contraption.
Yeah. Yay.
I mean, it looks explanatory.
Yeah. Hello. What's going on?
Oh, nothing much.
What's good with you? This is John. What's good with you?
Yes.
Hey, John. How you doing?
Good.
It's good to hear your voice, man. Talk to me.
I finally made it. And made it towards on towards $1,000.
Jonathan, real quick.
Okay, you in Dallas?
How long?
This.
Yeah.
All
time?
The whole thing.
Just the two.
Congratulations on that, John. I know you said you're moving into Dallas, so that's good. Shout out to John, man. You're going to be part of the 214 boys now, you know?
On the doing it changed that.
Yeah, I know it changes, but how often do you change it?
When
When's the next doctor's appointment?
when it get
Huh?
when it get like this.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and when it gets like that, I'll change it. The other one.
All right, John, I'm going to hit you right back, John. I appreciate you, man. I know you handle some business there, man. Put your hands together for John, man. He's calling in, and it's always a blessing to know that he's a little bit closer to us. So we're going to try to get John to the game. Keep this in mind, ladies and gentlemen. When John goes to the game, we undefeated. I got for the 901, you're live on the Nation, brought to you by Prize Picks, and hopefully we'll get these commercials going for Prize Picks. But we got Prize Pick hotline still going. For the 901 JV, you're live.
What's going on, Law? How you doing?
Not much, man. Talk to me, bro.
Man, sure. First off, I just want to say, man, I appreciate everything you do, bro. You're doing a great job. Just keep doing what you're doing. I'm here to support you.
Hey, I appreciate that, man, and let's go.
Yeah, do your thing. Now, I didn't have much to talk about today. I did want to know just a couple of things, and one of the main things was if you were able to talk with anyone about maybe how they were going to use Chauncey Golson with Sam Williams being out for the remainder of the season. If you were able to talk with anyone, see maybe that he can probably take his spot.
Well, here's how it goes. Chauncey got every possibility now to earn his spot. You know, we Boss Cowboys Sports came up with a great analogy, you know, and I kind of ran off with it, is you got to earn your freedom, just like Gladiator, you know. And right now, I don't think that Chauncey is a fan favorite, and not to beat up my guy, but he can be the coach's favorite right now if he earned his grain of salt of getting out there and picking up the playbook, making some specialty plays now. And all of his old sins from the previous organization will be washed away, because now people can look, now he can be looked at it as face value and say, hey, I'm out here, I done improve, I'm making plays now, and Big 99, all it takes is 1 or 2 sacks, man, and he can be at that spot. Tyrus Wheat could be at that spot. You see what I'm saying? So that's the good thing about all of this, bro, is that these guys can earn their own grain of salt out here because they got a new coaching staff.
Yeah, I feel you exactly, but see, this is how I look at it when it comes with Chauncey. I believe that he was put in a different position from what he was used to, which caused a lot of what we see as him lacking in as far as production goes out there on the field.
Yeah.
That's just my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
And now with Sam Williams out, maybe they could put him back where he would be used to playing or where he got his stripes from.
Right.
And maybe see what he got going on there, because we haven't really given him a chance to do that since he's been with the team.
Mm-hmm. Sure haven't.
And that's all I'm just wondering, are they willing to do that for Chauncey to see what he got?
Yeah.
Because I mean, either way it go, when it comes to our interior lineman, we still gonna need someone. And I have been said on multiple occasions that we need more than one, but yeah, we're still gonna need a guy, and I believe that we can. Even though I don't think highly of losing Sam Williams. I wanted to see Sam Williams up there and doing this thing, and I knew I had it in my own opinion that he was going to have a breakout season this season.
Yeah. Shoot, coach don't come out and say, well, we expected to use him 70 to 75%. That's a lot of percentages, bro.
That is a lot of time out there in the field.
Yeah.
And that's going to be something that we're going to be missing, and that's why I was hoping that maybe we can get Chauncey Golson out there to see what he can do just for his training camp. If he does a horrible job out there at that DN, then hey, it is what it is. But if he goes out there, he earns his stripes, then go out there and earn your stripes. But I also want to know, while you were out there, how was Tyler Guyton and Austin Richards looking?
All right, there's a rep out there that even Tyler Guyton locked down Parsons, right? Once he got his hands inside of him. So
I saw that.
you saw that rep, right? So
I saw that.
that iron sharpened iron, man. And I know that there's 60 reps in the game, right? It was 35 to 60, give or take, But I would tell you, and all it takes for an edge rusher to win one of them, right? If you win one of them every game, hell, he'll have 17 sacks in the season. So that let people know that, like, you try to win 1 out of 60, right, as far as the sack, and then you trying to get pressure at least 4 or 5 times out of 60. People fail to realize that that's how difficult it is to play in the National Football League. And that's why it was always crazy for us to see year 2, 2017, Adrian Claiborne to get 5 or 6 sacks in one game. And the coaching staff didn't put a chip, didn't put an extra help back there to help out. What was that guy name? Chad Green. Yeah, Chad Green and all them boys. Yeah. So that's why coaching is here. So I'm quite sure if you have Schoon, if you have Span Ford, if you have Ferguson or Stevens to help out on that side where Tyler Guyton is at, he will be okay. Now, here's the thing. People say that hell, he's going to get his ass whooped week 1 against Myles Garrett. Let me tell y'all this. Anybody you put out there is going to get their ass whooped by Myles Garrett. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? It's just anybody. Name me a person, they going to lose. You know what I'm saying? He's going to win 1 out of 60. That's just what he does, especially week 1 when he's fresh. So I get what people are saying, but you got to chip and really have somebody out there.
He is the reigning defensive player of the year.
Yeah.
He's been doing this. He has been doing this. So.
Yeah, he's not new to this. He's true to this. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, trial by fire, man. But what I'll do is, you seen Zeke. You put him back in the backfield. You got Hunter Lupke. They've been using and utilizing him. But what you don't do, Mike McCarthy, is the first play of the game. You saying, yeah, here we go. White 80. Motion. Easy. You know what I'm saying? And move Tiny Deuce Vaughn to the left side. And you have Tyler Guyton. And if y'all talking about sabotage, that would be sabotage for to have Tiny Deuce Vaughn to be that extra blocker for Myles Garrett. Now, no, let's not do that. Not week 1. Not the first game. First play of the game. If there's some betting odds, I will have Zeke.
Yep.
And my first play will literally be Zeke will be in the backfield. I will go with 12 personnel. There's 2 tight ends, right? And I'll have Schoonmaker to the 86 on the side of where Tyler Guyton is at, and I have Furry on the other side, right?
Exactly.
Tell him, come on. You know what I'm saying? Give me your best shot.
Yep.
And then what I want Zeke, if this dude Garrett beats Tyler Guyton, Schoonmaker, and Zeke, But what I want Zeke to do is give him that rib check. You know what I'm saying? Check them ribs out.
Take care of it, boy.
Yeah. He gonna give him the rib
that.
checks. Check them check out them Garrett ribs. Yeah.
So that's why I have nothing. I have no words or anything with Zeke out there on the field.
Right.
And helping out Tyler Guyton when it comes to mouse carries.
Right.
Zeke has shown time and time again. Hey, Dak is not gonna get touched when Zeke is out there helping block it.
Yeah.
I'm good on that. I was just hoping. Also, last season I was calling in about Austin Richards a lot, and I didn't hear about him with Duke Manyweather until maybe about a month ago. I was just wondering if anything has shown any type of improvement with him.
Third team. He's third team right now. He's on third rotation. So when I was first out there, it was Chuma, Tyler, then Awesome. Now it's Tyler, Chuma, and now Awesome. Getting those reps in that order. So
he still can't beat out Chuma.
Yeah, well, he's still beating out Chuma. So hopefully, man, this week, in my mind, it'll be Tyler, Awesome, then Chuma. But, in the words of Skywalker, still shout out to him. Be sure to check out his podcast and his shows. Chuma is really good, but he have these glitches, So
sure
when he glitch, it's like somebody turned the power switch off, and he just sitting there and allowing somebody to come through there to make the sack. And I don't like those glitches, bro. So.
Well, sure. Yeah, that's why I want to talk with you, Law, and I sure appreciate you. And I just left from Vegas. I was out there all last week, so I know about the 2-hour time difference. Man, waking up at 5 in the morning, 4 in the morning, thinking my body is feeling like it should be like 6 or 7 in the morning, and 11 at night, your body feeling like it's 1 or 2 in the morning. Yeah,
right.
Just go out there, handle your business, bro, and hey, let's go Cowboys. And I can't wait till these pads get off so we can really see the real deal of what's going down.
No doubt, man. Appreciate you. Thanks for calling in, Chief. There's JV for the 901. Y'all put your hands together for him. And I'll be remiss to not give a shout out come on with it. Brandon Ross. We like to give a shout out to him for the $25 Cash App. 25 lighters on the dresser. Yes, sir. Appreciate you, man.
Damn, Dak Prescott.
So shout out to you for the 25, man. Appreciate you, man. I might go get me a Salisbury steak. Ain't that right? $100,000.
Hey, word up, man. There you go.
Yes, man, some mashed potatoes, man, some good old skillet cornbread, man. You better watch out, man.
That's right. Okay.
Hey, give me a Salisbury steak, man. Hey, man, got some green beans on the side. Green beans, man. Yeah. I don't want them dry. I want mine still swimming.
We'll get you that sweet corn.
Oh yeah, corn. Yeah.
That sweet corn.
It could be Mexican cornbread. I don't matter what it is, man.
I'm talking about the corn.
Oh, the corn itself. Okay, yeah.
Especially when it's on the grill.
Come on with it.
Listen, man. Listen, man. I don't like people, right? Who say they for the team and say that their analysis is straightforward and they 100 and it's really not. You know what I mean? Because I heard you say, that you was happy that that I heard you say that somebody said that you was that they was grateful for you said that Dak Prescott wasn't a good practice player, right? But the person when Dak Prescott wasn't a good practice player, the person was hating on him for not being a good practice player, but since Trey Lance, you feel what I'm saying? Since he ain't a good practice player, you happy. He was happy that you giving him grace and mercy.
Yeah.
And all sorts of blessings.
Lord. see, you and I got this thing going with the Trey thing, man, and you. I remember you called in. He said, "Law, I'm telling you, he's a boss."
He's trash.
He's trash. Yeah. You went Bubba Dub on me. Trash.
I don't like. You can tell that. That person got a hatred for Dak. It's just a Dak hatred. You know what I'm saying? Like, what'd he do to you, man? Like, come on. You claim you for the team, but you want Trey Lance as your quarterback? Talking about Bob? Come on,
man. All I can say is, man. And this, the only reason why I'm saying this is because when preseason come, if he ain't giving me that, y'all know I'm gonna go scorch earth over here. So I'm waiting for this damn preseason thing to go, And if Trey ain't trigger Trey, then I'm gonna be like, cause I got no more. I got no more guns in the chamber. Cause remember, I done painted myself into this corner. So now I'm gonna be like, hey, maybe he's a regular season guy. It's the ball fault. I don't know, man.
But Dak Prescott showed up. He gave some flashes in the preseason. I mean, in practice, in order for them to say, "All right, man, just roll out. All right, let's bring him out there."
No, I don't know, man. Because I remember. No, I don't know now, though. Because they were talking about Kellen Moore, butt fumble guy, Mark Sanchez, Showers. I remember that. What people were holding on. What people were holding on with Dak was. He outperformed Carson Wentz in that damn Senior Bowl. You remember that Senior Bowl game?
Right.
That's what people were holding on like, hey, we seen Dak in Senior Bowl, and then they were looking at Mississippi State, and then that was the time frame that Dak Prescott was considered like in between a Cam Newton at the time, a guy that could run, give you some short yardages here and got good arm or what have you. So, but that first preseason game is when I was like, yeah, Dak is him. Yeah. But the practice, practice. He wasn't looking that good. 100. I'm keeping it 100 with you, dog. He wasn't. Showers were looking better. Showers were looking better.
Here's the thing that'll kill all that.
Kill it all.
Kill that person who, I want Trey Lance in the game, bye-bye Dak. Here's your bye-bye Dak. The 49ers had him. He started. He was trash. They let him go. Bye. He played games in this league, Law. Come on, dog.
But it was raining. Dog, it was raining. It was raining that game he lost to the Chicago. I know you talking about it. It was raining.
CMC, IU, Debo, all them boys. And they let that man go for a ham sandwich. If that was Dak Prescott, he couldn't keep that boy off the phone for calling your show, talking about how the Cowboys let him go for a ham sandwich.
And some French fries at least, But keep going, 100 grand. Oh my gosh, man.
Not mentioning people. Dang, I know what I'm talking about, but come on, you can tell he's a hater of Dak Prescott. He ain't no Cowboy fan. Man, you feel what I'm saying? If you're not a fan, sit down somewhere. You know what I mean? Go get you a Trey Lance jersey, whoever he get traded for. Or get you a Cowboys Trey Lance jersey and clap on the sideline like he doing. You see what I'm saying? Come on, bro. Like, the hatred is crazy. It's crazy. You don't like Dak because for whatever reason you don't like Dak. That's what it is. It ain't about because he's 2-5. Stop saying 2-5 Dak, bro. I don't want to hear that come out your mouth no more, bro. I don't want to hear it come out your mouth. It ain't about that, bro. Trey Lance is garbage. He can't even get on the field, but you got the nerve to say 2-5 Dak. Hey, Lord, let me know if I'm making sense or I'm crazy, bro.
Hey, man.
He can't even get on the field. Wait, come on, bro.
All I can say is, man.
Win you 5 games. Cooper Rush better than him. At least Cooper Rush run 5 games. Air quotes on that, since y'all say
wins our quarterback.
Stat. Yeah. Boy.
Come on, man.
So you think Dak gonna get his paper?
Crazy.
You think Dak gonna get his paper, or they gonna let him go?
Listen, man. For them to send a contract last week,
right.
I think they're only going back and forth on, like you say, maybe
the length of the years. Yeah.
Years or something like that. It's nothing. It's not that they're not close. Like these TV people, oh man, they're not even close. They're not even close. Y'all don't know what y'all talking about, man. Like, I don't think that that's the situation. I think if it don't get done, it's because, the Cowboys want to go long and they want to go short.
Right. It's some type of communication going. Yeah. They got, you met her, you got her number, and y'all texting back and forth. Right. It's no like, I hit her up, she ain't never replied, man. I don't even know, man.
I ain't gonna say that. I ain't gonna say that. No,
she ain't saying that. Right.
I ain't been there. I'm saying.
Yeah.
We got a number.
Okay.
We texted them, we started talking.
Right.
And the communication just ain't flow. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It wasn't like boom, 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 where we can talk all night till the sun come up, man.
Right.
It's like pulling teeth with a conversation. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like we just couldn't communicate like I thought. Like she looked good. She looked great. You feel me? But the communication just wasn't there. So I had to let her go.
And let it go. Okay. That's a perfect analogy. Yeah. So the communication there, but it just okay. I get you. Yeah.
Just ain't there. The communication ain't there. The conversation ain't flowing.
And the same thing with CD too, huh? Same thing.
Law with CD. See, I think it's the same thing with CD because they just gave him a contract
Friday.
I think
they gave him Friday. Yeah. I want to know, like sometimes when they say, yeah, we gave you gave the contract to him.
Leak that out. What they give him?
Nah, but it could be salty. It's like going back to the lady analogy. Like you supposed to be this, high class situation, and y'all want to go out in this nice little romantic thing, and the Cowboys they thinking, okay, well we just gonna send out. Applebee's, and he like, wait a minute, that's disrespectful. You got to at least give me, Ocean Primes or something, That's what it is. The Cowboys being cheap, though. No, wait. You got to read me on that analogy? All right.
What happens is, right?
What happened? They try to lowball. What I'm trying to say, they got the money. They trying to lowball the brother. They trying to lowball the brother. Yeah.
No, but you can't go. You can't take her to the steakhouse the first time and the second time because you giving the expectation of steakhouse all the time. So when you don't take her to steakhouse, she like, what's going on, man? You know what I mean?
And that's what CD is saying. Is that what CD is saying? Is that what CD is saying? Like, look, everybody else getting steakhouse, man. They getting all types of good food. I'm seeing Justin Jefferson getting good food. A.J. Brown getting good food. And you only gonna offer me a ham sandwich and some French fries? Come on, man.
With CD, this is his first contract. I think they should pay him, man.
That's what he said. This is the first. This is the first one. The first date. He's the first date. He want Del Frisco's or something. He don't want no doggone Applebee's.
and maybe they don't even want to go top 2 with the money. Maybe they're trying to give him top 3, or maybe law. The money is there, but the guarantee ain't there. I think that's what it is. Maybe they trying to lowball him on a guarantee. He want that guaranteed money to be higher. You know how it go, man. Maybe it's the signing bonus that need to be higher. Maybe we're going to give you this low signing bonus. We're going to backload this contract. And CD like, man, I might not see the end of this contract. Law, I think that's what, not just with him, but with Dak too. You know how the Cowboys like to backload, Law.
Yeah.
You know how they like to backload. So I think they backloaded these contracts, and they like, man, bring some of that money up.
Yeah.
Bring some of that money up.
Bring some of it.
They like
yeah.
to backload and kick the can down the road. This is what the Cowboys like to do with these contracts when they restructure. They like to kick the can down the road. So I got a feeling, man, both of those contracts is backloaded, and they trying to bring some of that money forward. That's what I think the problem is. That's what the situation is. You know, it's not that they don't want these guys. It's just the Cowboys backloaded and backloaded and backloaded. That's how we got here with Dak in the first place, with the 59 or the 40 because he restructured, and now next year it's going to be, what, 59? So you see what I'm saying? That's the issues with the contracts, man. They're backloading these contracts, and I don't think CD and Dak is going for that.
Yes,
they're not going for that. They want some of that money up front, man.
Yeah, man.
That's what's going on. But I like the fact that Tolbert has stepped up, man. You know, I like that. So,
yeah, but here's what is going to happen now, though. Here's what's going to happen tomorrow. I'm a DB, and you got them pads on now, and I know they say no contact. I get it. You just no taking to the ground. But now I can jam them. And I want to see if Toby going to keep that same energy. Now, when I'm in phase, I put my shoulder on them a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I can redirect down the field.
Really matter.
Yeah, all that stuff going to matter. Now, if Toby still doing Toby things, and I think he would and he should, but I'll be watching, you know. So I'm looking for if Billy can continue to do those same things, right? I know Brooks he got height and length and all of that stuff. So, but what we're gonna be looking to see whether or not he can continue to do those things, and that's why it's so important. And then next week when they bring in Rams folks, hey. There's no love. Yeah. That's when the real test. Hey, them first 5 yards, sure. I'm locking down. They got some good DBs over there too. Let CD Lamb not be out here about. Damn it! From a marketing aspect, Jerry will make his money back by letting CD Lamb catch like 1 or 2 passes against the Rams. You know, everybody be buying them jerseys, man. Hell yeah. So I tell you what. Book it. Jerry gonna goddamn sign that contract before the Rams come here. Let's book that. You know, he's finna sign the contract. Yeah.
Him or Dak.
No. He gonna sign the baby that's crying. The damn baby that's crying is not here. You know what I'm saying? You know, Squeaky Will gets the oil and all of that stuff. So Lamb's gonna get signed first because he's not here.
And then CD come and play the Rams and show off with the 100 catches and all that.
Yeah, all that stuff. Oh my goodness, man! And he already charging $20 and $25 just to park. I'm just like, man, it's practice, man. I said, man, I had to go park down the street and Uber there, man. I said, man, what? Hey, man, I said, I park in this lot and just Uber for $4. You know, hey, you know what I'm saying? Jerry Jones charging $20, $25 just to park to watch practice, not a game. Practice. So I'm sitting there like, nah. So that's the cheat code, y'all. Drive at the mall, the collections, and pull up your damn Uber or Lyft and lift yourself there. Uber there, you know. Yeah. For $3-4 and you save $20. You save, you know, $15 that way. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And you can spend that money on some hamburgers and some French fries or something. Yeah.
Because I know that food is expensive. I know that's like $25 a plate up there. I know Jerry getting y'all on the food, man.
He won.
$20, $25, $6 for water.
Yeah, he gave the city of Oxnard $25,000 just to get it back. Like, come on, man. Come on, man. Shoot. $25,000. What's $25,000 to a billionaire, man? Come on, man. That's,
exactly. Could have gave them more than
that's horse food, man. That's what. Jerry wipes his backside with $25K. Come on, man. I know the whole angle Coach Marv saying that they broke or whatever. Man, they
ain't broke. That ain't got nothing to do with the that ain't got nothing to do with the salary cap, man.
Some people just tight. Some people rich like that, just tight fisted, man. Yeah.
But see the battle we got on it with wide receiver 3. You think we gonna carry 6?
6 wide receivers?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on.
I mean,
Go ahead and name them.
I can't name them, man.
Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can. And that will be Jalen Tolbert, Kevontae Turpin, who's been quietly having a good situation.
Forgetting about him.
Yeah, he him. Jalen Brooks. That's 3. CD, yeah, 4. Ryan Flournoy, he banged his knee, so he need to get back.
Yeah,
man.
he banged up. So that.
Jalen, the other Jalen, he been doing something. That's 5. Because you can do the injury reserve thing with Ryan Flournoy. You do the injury reserve thing. Cooks. Yeah, right. We forgot about Cooks.
Yeah, I forgot about
6. So that's 6.
Man.
So who's Johnson's spot he can take? Jalen Cropper.
Yeah, Jalen Cropper, man.
That boy ain't looking good too.
I think he had his time. He
That'll be 7.
Good.
He looking good. Yeah. And Cooks.
He was here last year, so that's why I'm like, man.
So practice SWAT all day, SWAT up.
He might get his spot took, man. He been looking good, but he ain't been like lighting it up.
Yeah, that's the hardest thing. Because I think you still go with 4 tight ends and then you go with 6 wide receivers. I think that what's going to be the hard cut's going to be the damn running back room or something like that.
Yeah, that running back room is coming down, man.
It's coming down.
That running back room is coming down, and unless I think Deuce is going to be here just off of special teams because you could put 2 back there. Unless one of these wide receivers can do it.
He don't look, I'm just being real with y'all. He don't look, I like Deuce, man. But he don't look good on special teams. I mean, he keep dropping the damn ball, man. You know, he dropping it. I said, people not even coming yet. You know, people not even coming down to hit you yet, and you dropping that. You know, I remember they buried Ryan Switzer for dropping the damn ball. You know,
they did.
Yeah. They still talk about it today. Like Ryan Switzer, you know, who dropped the ball in the game. So, oh my gosh, man.
He might get cut.
Nate Pete, the little dude is undrafted. He looking good at running back, but he's on team 3, and he's not getting first team reps. So
count him out. We count him out.
He's
still on team 3.
But I don't know, man. Like these pads gonna have to show me something. And the only thing that's crazy with running backs. Hell, they can throw me out there and I'll look good at running back. You know what I'm saying? Law, man, he running back, you know, but because you can't take to the ground yet until preseason 1, you know. So we will see what it look like then, bro. On the running back side, then I give you my minute 53 from there. But appreciate you for calling in, 100.
No doubt, man, no doubt.
That's $100,000, man, with the plan. Be sure to check him out on all platforms, man. On the Graphic Zone HD. Phenomenal guy, man. Does great graphics and everything.
Goodbye.
He was our last caller, man. We got split like hair. I appreciate everybody, man, for tuning in. Let me see if I get to those super chats, man. I thank y'all so much for y'all support. Sarge, shout out to you. You asked for a quarter to use vending machines, and the Jones give you 25 pennies. Laughing out loud. Hey, he ain't lying. It's crazy, man. Rodriguez says, here's 99 for your training camp, mine. Appreciate you, man, Law. He said, Law, and tell Jerry to get your guys signed and quit playing. Yeah. Rodriguez, man, I appreciate you so much for your support. It seems as if, though, And I get it, man. We know cash flow and cash money and all of this stuff. It's a real money gang type of thing, you know. They just changed up so many things out here that is really, you can feel like, come on, man. You know, we used to pay $300 for VIP, and it's for the entire stay. Now they want for the VIP location, it's $300 a day, so or $268 a day. That's a lot of money, man. Check your Cash App, Stephen Carroll. Appreciate you, man, so much. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Well, with one of those, I could be on the VIP side, Stephen. Shout out to you, man, for the $100 Cash App. Put SC in the chat, y'all. You know, I done elevated from a Salisbury steak. Shoot. Give me a T-bone, man. And I ain't talking about Waffle House T-bones. Come on with it, baby. Shoot, I might get a porterhouse now. Appreciate you, man. Thank you so much for your support. Really do, man. Appreciate you, man. So much what you do. Y'all put SC in the chat, man. There we go. There we go. And Sugar Daddy 1, appreciate you, man. Member for 30 months, man. Silver level 1. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. Yeah, get that tomahawk, yeah. Yeah, appreciate y'all, man. Shout out to y'all, man. Thank you, everybody, man, for y'all support, the Cash Apps and everything, man. Shout out once again to Brandon Ross for the 25 lighters on the dresser. Yes, sir. Come on, baby. And all the haters, do me a huge favor. Lean forward. Yeah. Yeah, fully loaded baked potatoes, man. Yeah. Put some sour cream and chives on, man, with some chives and all that good stuff, you know. Yeah, bacon bits, the swines and everything, you know. Waffle House T-bone. y'all think I'm lying, but the Waffle House T-bone steak is good, though. It's pretty good, though. It's small, it's slither. Like, they must slice this one from a starving cow. That cow was on Ozempics over here, man. Shoot. That Ozempics cow, you know, everybody, all these celebrities losing weight all of a sudden. Don't let me find T.D. Jackson. Gonna be looking like Al Sharpton in a few years. Yeah, let me leave T.D. Jakes alone, man.
Swallowed up. Have you ever been swallowed up? Have you gone through a time of swallowing?
When you lay your head on that pill at night.
Shout out to the Ozempics, man. Hey, Ozempics, man, let me y'all feel free to sponsor, you know, all the time, you know. But neither here nor there. Cheap grass, cheap steaks. Oh my goodness, man. Shout out to you got it. You wild and loud. Y'all know how it is. All right. Let me see what I can do here as we get things moving and rolling here. Let me see what I got right here. Yeah. I thought I had it already here, but I don't. But I come here to tell y'all, beautiful people, that at the end of the hour and at the end of every day, this too shall pass, right? And oh my God, Sam or Slam Williams, somebody else got to embrace that opportunity to shine, right? Someone else. The Ozempic cow. Like, that's crazy, ain't that right? You be like, yeah, I want the ribs, the beef ribs, but why can I see the cow ribs, though? Cow, I want a fatted cow, you know. Bring me your fat cow, right? And apologies. Peter, don't come get me. No animals were harmed during this podcast, right? And shout out to all of the vegans. If we offended you, charge it to my beard, not my heart. I tried vegan. I tried to be a vegan, right? I tried it. Just saying. Neither here nor there, ladies and gentlemen. MK got to stand tall. That is right, JB. Texas Rob, Katrina. Thank all of you guys. They say a prize fighter, even when he's down, he continues to swing. They say that the race is not to the swift, nor the battle to the mighty. They say that there's a creator that make the unqualified qualified, right? They say that your mind, once you think of something, think of it again and again. And beyond 21 times, it's like manifestation. Without hesitations or deviations to the matter, ladies and gentlemen. It is what it is. How hungry are you? I say my belly touching my back for this opportunity. Right? Food fall on the floor. I would say that's extra seasoning for me. Because I'm hungry. I got a PhD over here. Poor, hungry, and determined to make something happen. Yes, indeed. Yeah, we're not uppity over here. We're not too high class over here. 3-second rule is in effect. Fall on the ground, blow it, and thank the creator and eat it anyway. And that's what these guys got to do for the opportunity. If the food touched the ground, pick it up and eat it. Gobble it up and eat it. Pause if necessary. But you got to be ready for the moment. Bland was ready when his number was called. When an opposition hurt the other player that's on our team, and he had to stand tall, and he had to stand in to that particular moment and say that I'm ready. Parsons was ready when D-Law got hurt, and they had to move him from linebacker to be on the edge. Dak Prescott was ready when they folded Kellen Moore up like a wallet in a lawn chair and he broke his leg. He was ready. Yeah. So out of these bad moments and these bad situations, there's opportunity there. But I'm going to tell you guys right now, write this down, because my mama would say this. Baby, say that quote at the end that you listen to them help motivate you, to help keep you going, to help get you moving and stuff like that from Les Brown. And I say, Mama, I got you. Say less. Write this down if possible. If you want a thing bad enough to go out there and fight for it, to work day and night, to give up your time and your peace and your sleep, if all of your desires of it makes you quite mad enough that you don't get tired, and it makes you hold everything tawdry and cheap, if life itself seems empty and useless without it, and all that you scheme and dream is about it, if you'll gladly go out there and sweat for it, fret for it, and plan to lose all terror of your mind, if you would simply, just simply go after the thing you want with all of your capacity, strength,
let's go, man,
and sagacity, with faith, hope, and confidence and stern pertinacity. If neither cold or poverty or the famish or the fame or the sickness of the body or brain, if dogged and grim and besieged and beset, if the food fall off the table on the floor, pick it up and get it. Regardless of the situation, if you're hungry, stand tall or not at all. That's been my time. I really thank you all for yours. And remember, you're listening to nothing but the best.
Let's go, man!
Come on, baby.
Let's go! Thief! Stop, thief! Come back, thief!
Come on, baby.
So I gave you everything I had. I gave you everything I had.
DC for life, not for short. And where my theme music at? Come on with it, baby. That's been my time. I really thank you all for yours. And remember, you're listening to...
Give me my theme music.
Oh. Come on. Shout out to the notification squad all the way up. Until next time, DC for life, baby. Come on. Hey, yo. Lately I just wanna run it up.
Don't need no deals, I make the deal. Half a ticket to a meal. Lately, I just wanna run it up. Yeah. Kinda check the song. Lately, I just wanna run it up.
Big back, big back.
Count that too, count that.
Big back.
Lately, I just
big back activities, baby.
Need them ones, I need them fives. Need them tens, I need that change. To the safe, got blues inside.
Come on.
Greens and pinks, it's all the same. I still say and roll my change. Take some losses
what we
when I play. Charge it to the game. I'm with L, yeah, I'm with T Black, I'm with Reverend now. I'm with A, yeah, I'm with J, yeah, I'm with Chuck and now. Still the same, now switching sides, now it's about loyalty.
Evil world we live in.
You should size up for the bag, and that's worth more to me.
Come on.
I mix Nike with designer, I experiment.
If you don't like Law Nation, come on.
On the shelf and I'm not feeling it.
Hey.
Search for the one, but baby girl, it's nothing real as this. Can't
Come
trust
on.
a soul, I keep a hammer, call it too legit. I've been really in the field, love the rush, I love the feel.
Lately, I just wanna run it
up. Don't need no deals, I make the deal. Half a ticket to a meal. Lately, I just wanna run it up.
Come on. Hey. Come on.
Kinda check the song.
Lately, I just wanna run it up. Come on, baby.
Nobody coming to see you, Otis.
Count that too, count it up.
Hey.
Count it up. Lately, I just wanna run it up. Yeah. I just be off the dome. I never own no chrome. Too many foes and clones. Yeah. I be at home alone. I be in zones alone.
He needs some milk.
Come on.
Don't need no deals, I make the deal. Half a ticket to a meal. Lately, I just wanna run it up.
Smoke weed every day.
Kinda check the song. Lately, I just wanna run it up.
All right.
Count that too.
Until next time, DC for life. All right. If we offended anyone,
Lately, I just wanna run it up.
like the Eagles or the Washington or the Giants,
Lately, I just wanna
then we just offended you. That's it. You know what I'm saying? But DC for life, if we offended anyone else, charge it to our heads, not our hearts. Let's get it. Salute. We're out. Peace. Big back, big back. All right, we gone.
I want me some glory hole.
Damn, Jerry, boy, you crazy.